What up? What up? What up? We here.
Yeah, it's a flame
We
flame.
here in motherfucking H Town, Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? We here on Street Talk. Today we got TFlu in the motherfucking studio. What's happening?
It's good. What's the name of the podcast one more time?
Street Talk.
Street Talk. Street Talk. I love it. I love it. I'm T Flu Hendrix. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be the first artist on Street Talk. And we're here to talk about the streets. Let's do it.
So here today we in Houston, Texas. Where we at right now?
We're at T Flu Studios. This is my workplace slash man cave. This is where I make all of my music, do all of my production, from engineering, producing, and vocal recording. Mhm.
Okay, now you talk about making music. You engineer as well.
Yes, yes. I engineer at T Flu Studios. I do $20 an hour. Don't let the price fool you. I'm tough. You know what I'm saying? Not to toot my own horn, but with confidence, I'm tough. I will get you right.
When did you start producing for real?
I started producing. I want to say freshman year in high school. To be serious, freshman year in high school. Shout out to Drift Major. He threw me in a closet, gave me the equipment, locked me in there, and was like, "Don't come out of there until you know how to use the equipment." And that got me right. That got me right because I never stopped ever since freshman year in high school. Yeah.
Yeah. So you say he kind of forced you into music,
Not necessarily forced me, but he forced me to be
creative
think
with
bigger,
music.
think bigger. You know, just think bigger. Because I wanted to be like the artist that just show up to the studio and record and be on drugs and leave. That's the type of artist I would have been without Drift Major throwing me in the closet and saying, "Hey, dude, produce, bro. Be bigger than what you think you could be." You know what I'm saying? Focus, lock in. And as a kid, to be a freshman in high school, as a kid to be in the studio all night by yourself, doing that, it triggers something. You know what I'm saying? It triggers something. So my mind brain wiring is a little different. It's a little different.
Yeah, man, that's dope. I ain't even gonna hold you. So where'd you get the name TFlu?
Well, I mean, I was young, so Tiangelo is my first name. That's my government name. And flu, I thought of flu because I'm sick. The flu spread, so my influence spreads across the world, spreads across the human mind or the type thing. I was young though, but I always stuck with the name. I never changed it because I'm big on loyalty and I'm big on standing what I believe in. So that's what I went with, keeping it.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of your music that you've been dropping lately. What's your latest project you just put out?
I just put out Dead or Alive EP with J Plee. It's a fusion of rock. There's a little bit of soul in there, and then it has a lot of hip hop vibes as far as the subs and 808s.
Okay, that's dope. So let's talk about your musical journey. You just dropped something with Jay Letty.
Yeah, Love with a question mark. Um, it is a 26-minute long single, so it has a bunch of joint songs together that revolves around love with a question mark, the subject of love.
Yeah, man. Uh, you said 26 minutes long. Damn.
Yeah, yeah,
Sound like y'all about to really be making love up on that thing, huh?
yeah. Not just making love, but like different type of subjects and categories of love. Like it could be love in a relationship, love in a friendship, love with the enemy, love with the things that you do, love with the things that you see. You know what I'm saying? Just the love, just love. Period. I mean, there's so many layers of what love can be. It's not just about sex. So that's why it's love with the question mark because you don't know which love it is.
I'm glad you explained that because, like I said, when the viewers look at they hear the word love and they think of 26 minutes, they think of R. Kelly 12th play. They thinking that fire, that love. They want that real, that bump and grind music.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, man. I salute to y'all brothers on that project, man. That shit was definitely dope.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
So let's talk about your newest music that you're working on. Where you get your style from, bro? I ain't gonna lie, I be hearing different. You got rock and roll, you got alternative, you got the rap, you got Bro, you do everything. How do you define your
Um,
style?
it's a fusion, a blender. Cause I listen to a lot of music, so like I say, I always say Bob Marley, where I get my reggae textures from. I always say Frank Sinatra, where I get the way I build my lyrics or the way I can connect to someone's emotion. I say Future, to the style. You know what I'm saying? The style of let's say melodies and patterns, vocal patterns. You know. So yeah, you got a few people. I mean, I could keep going down the list and why, but it's just a fusion and a blender. I listen to a lot of music and I love all genres. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's dope. I honestly feel like when it comes down to being a real artist nowadays, people gotta put real nostalgia in their music. They gotta put real effort into like the beats and the process. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
some of the stuff you do in the studio, it seems like it's so complex. But how long did it take? How long does it take you normally to like record an album, record a song?
To record a song, it just depends. I'm weird. I used to be able to make songs in 20 minutes, and a lot of people that'll tell you that they've seen it in person. But now I'm so weird because I've made so much music and I'm so focused on not repeating anything. I'm always trying to find something new and always trying to experiment. So the time varies now. Just depends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. It sounds like a lot of good work is put into that music for real.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
A lot of
So
good
what do you
work.
think? How do you feel about the new music that's been coming out lately? You feel like it's up to par? Who do you feel like that
Uh,
like holding it down in Houston right now
in Houston. Oh,
in the city?
I mean, you got a lot of dope artists out of Houston. I mean, Travis Scott. I mean, you got Tizo Touchdown, and I say he out of. Only reason why I say he out of Houston because he shows a lot of respect for Houston, and he does represent it. I mean, he represents Beaumont, no doubt, but he represents Houston as well. Uh, you have artists like Cartel Bow. You have Finesse Two Times. You have Jay Letty. You have Maxo Cream. You have man. It's I
Finesse
mean
two
it's
times out
it's
of
a lot of.
Memphis, but you said the up and
Well, I
coming
mean,
artists in
well,
this
you said out of Houston. I mean that. I mean from my knowing. I mean those they're in Houston. I
they
mean
all dope. They
that's
all dope.
just
I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie. As far as like the any other features that you like, any other like new rappers that you would want that's working that's coming up right now that you would make a beat for that you want to get a feature with?
I mean there's plenty of artists. 'Cause, I engineer. I engineer, so I engineer artists every day. So there's millions of artists. There's millions of artists. But the thing is, like, as far as who y'all are familiar with, I
No,
mean,
I'm saying that one artist you want to lock in with, like, yo, I got this sound and I need
uh,
you to, we need to lock in.
oh, well, someone I haven't locked in with that I'd like to lock in with is Toby. Maybe, yeah,
That's
he's
dope.
he's he's a dope artist. I'd like to link up with him.
Don Tolliver, shout
Yeah,
out Don T.
Don Tolliver, love Don
Real talk,
Tolliver
I
for
ain't gonna
sure.
lie. I feel like y'all make some magic for real.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, shout out to Jacoby. I played football with him in high school. One of his road managers, someone that supported Don and helped him with his journey. So shout outs to Jacoby as well.
That's dope. That's dope. So let's talk about your musical journey, man. So
Mhm.
where do you get your inspiration from? Like, where do you get your energy from?
Most of my energy comes from my family, uh, my life experiences. So pretty much what I go through, that's what I get my ideas of music. That's how I build the colors and the textures of what I'm doing in my lyrics. All of my lyrics, most of my lyrics, I'm gonna say all. We're not even gonna say most. All of my lyrics are 100% true. They're real stories. They're real experiences. They're things that I've seen. Even if it's another friend's story, it's something that I've experienced and seen or heard myself. So I don't make stuff up and experiences. My life is where my music comes from. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's dope. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's what stands out most in your music. When I went through your catalog, I just got inspired by a lot of the. You talk about God a lot. You talk about your family, your kids. You talk about the things you went through. And honestly, that resonates with the people. So I think that's going to create longevity in your career, man. Salute to you.
Thank you, thank you. Appreciate
So yeah, before we get out of here, we got to talk about this crazy work you've been putting out with WK for these years, man. Like,
you. Oh, for sure.
who is this guy behind the camera?
Shout outs to Fee. Fee is the man with the plan. Shout outs to Allah. Shout outs to Sadiq. Shout outs to Dazan. You know what I'm talking about. Shout outs to the fam. Shout outs to everybody. Fee is the man with the plan. He's the guy behind WK, the creator. He came to me as a videographer first, and a dope videographer at that. And we tied in because he had dope effects, something I've never seen before in my music videos. Once I seen what he was doing with his team, he was doing like let's say short movies, things that are eye candy, things that make you just want to watch and just see what a camera could do. You know what I'm saying? And I attached to that, and I was like, hey, I want to be WK. I want to join the movement. I want to join the creative mind that y'all have. You know what I'm saying? And he accepted me, and
Yeah,
the rest
man.
is history. Been
That's dope.
WK ever since, man.
That's dope.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So when it comes down to music, do you have any success in it, like hits, any type of like musical hits or musical success that you said that you might think that the
You
number
mean
one success?
overall, or like on that album? Are you
No,
saying
I'm saying
overall?
like all overall, like in your whole catalog.
Yeah, I mean, the first song I'll point to is "Whoa." I show my respects to that song because it took me a long way, brought me a long way. So, "Whoa" is definitely a song I would throw out there and say, "Hey, that's my hit. That's the one we love. That's the one we appreciate for the journey."
That's
Hmm.
nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie. So just in case if all y'all people out there googling and researching, make sure y'all go check out that TFlu. Whoa. Make sure you check out that TFlu new latest album, Dead or Alive. That's really dope. So like I said, what's the difference between Whoa and Dead or Alive? I mean, it sounds like they on two different type of vibes. What type of vibe is Dead or Alive?
Like I said, it's the fusion of rock, soul. So I mean, just the rock alone is that brings a whole new color from Whoa. Whoa doesn't have any colors of rock in it, but Dead or Alive, it has a lot of rock as far as the textures of it and what you're gonna be hearing. Um, I can say maybe alternative rock, maybe. You know, like the acoustic, you hear the guitar going, and then you hear a vocal that's kind of soothing, that type of vibe. Whereas Whoa is more of like the hype, pumped up, you know what I'm saying? Harder 808, boom, 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 and then got a catchy dance with it too, you know?
Yeah, man. Let's talk
Yeah.
about the dance. The dance was viral.
Mm.
Still viral to this day. I ain't gonna lie. I still see niggas hitting it in the club. Let's talk about that dance. Like
Mm.
that shit took over the whole like it's like a wave, you know what I'm saying? Like let's talk about how that wave even started.
Uh, Now the word "woe" means it means like "woody." It's a slang that guys in Louisiana use. They say "woody" for like somebody that's dear to them or somebody that they mess with that's cool, family, friend, homie. So I said "whoa," my "whoa." You know what I'm saying? Now it went into the dance because I played it in the club one day, and let's say this. Let's break it down. The dance "Whoa" was already going on. WOAH. It was already a popular dance going on at the time. It
Yeah,
just so happened that the two woes could tie in. So we went ahead and tied in as far as marketing. It makes sense.
that's dope.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I must say, Young Daisy is the creator of the Woe. He opened the door for the song to be respected with the dance. Um, yeah, it was a great journey. It was a great experience. So yeah, what was great.
So we talk about your latest success, as far as dropping your latest EP. How is this collaboration with Jay Pleat? How'd you meet him?
From Jay Letty. Jay Letty, an artist, dope artist, one of my favorite artists. Jay Letty. He had a guitarist that he works with. Brought him to a show that I featured in. Loved his work. Actually, the show that I featured in, was his show. He invited Jay Plee, booked them, whatever, however they handle their business. Jay Plee was open enough to say, hey, I'm down to put any backgrounds of what you got going on, and I was like ecstatic about that. I really wanted him to do it, to be honest. Uh, and that's how me and him communicated. that's how the first communication happened. And you know me, I'm big on connecting. So after that, we just linked up and made more music. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. So let's talk about any other collaborations you've been working on lately. You've been dropping. I see you got a new single out with Cartel Bo, man.
Yeah,
I'm so glad Bo's out.
yeah.
Let's talk about that. The him remix.
The him remix. Well, long story short, he came home. He pulled up on me. Uh, I've been recording some of his music. He's we've linked in, bro. We've linked in. We've locked in, and it's the rest is history. We made him. He heard the song. He played it a couple of times, and he was like, "Let me get on that." And I'm not gonna say no. I was like, "Yeah, get on it." And he got on it, and that was the first song we did. New song, Bro, coming soon, featuring Cartel, bro. Just want to throw that out there, but yeah, that's
Okay.
how him
So
came
y'all got
about.
new music coming already, huh? That's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah, for sure.
It's always good. I love the streets collaborations. You know what I'm saying? I'm the streets DJ. I just want to let y'all know, man. This is Streets Talk Radio, man. We got TFlu in the motherfucking building today. Any other shout outs you want to give before we get up out of here today?
Shout outs to my wife, my beautiful wife, Sick on Me. Shout outs to my mom. Shout outs to my manager, DJ Lolo. Uh, Shout outs to J Lady. Shout outs to my God brothers. Shout outs to my people, my dogs, LAD 365, WK. WK is my heart. Man, the list goes on. Shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to Cartel Bo, Persona. Shout outs to everybody, man. I love you all. Thank you so much for keeping me up, man. Keeping me up. Y'all keeping me up.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a legendary episode of Street Talk, man. TFlu, DJ Lolo. We out.